Welcome to Lingua Wire English B1. Today, we have two stories. One about a big trial in El Salvador and another about a UK investigation into the messaging app Telegram. Follow us to practice your English every day with the latest episode. For transcripts and quizzes, visit linguawire.com. I'm here with Sarah, Lingua Wire's world correspondent. Sarah, can you tell us what is happening in El Salvador with this mass trial?
Yes, Daniel. A very large trial started recently in El Salvador. It involves 486 men who are accused of being members of a gang called M13. They are on trial together, which is unusual because normally trials are for one or a few people.
What is new about this trial now?
The trial began just a few days ago. The men are accused of many crimes, over 47,000 crimes between 2012 and 2022. These include murder, extortion, and drug trafficking. The trial is happening by video link, with the men in prison watching from there.
Why is El Salvador using this mass trial method?
The government says they have strong proof against these men. They want to give the highest punishment if the men are found guilty. They believe this way helps them fight crime faster because MS-13 is a very dangerous gang in the country.
But I heard there is some criticism about this trial. What do human rights groups say?
Yes, many groups, including the United Nations, say mass trials are not fair. They say it is hard for the accused to defend themselves properly when so many people are on trial at once. They also say everyone should be seen as innocent until proven guilty, and mass trials can make this difficult.
Why does this matter for El Salvador and the world?
This trial shows how serious El Salvador is about fighting gangs, but it also raises questions about justice and human rights. Other countries watch this closely because it is a big test of how to handle crime and fairness in court.
What might happen next in this trial?
The trial will take a long time because of the number of people involved. If many are found guilty, it could change how El Salvador deals with gangs. But if the trial is seen as unfair, it could cause more criticism from international groups.
Is there anything surprising or unusual about this trial?
Yes, it is very unusual to have almost 500 people on trial at the same time. Also, the use of video links to connect prisoners to the court is a new way to manage such a large case. It shows how technology is used in the justice system now.
Now I'm with Michael, Lingua Wire's technology correspondent. Michael, what is the latest news about Telegram and the UK investigation?
Hello, Daniel. The UK media regulator Ofcom has started an investigation into Telegram. They are worried that Telegram is not stopping illegal content, especially child sexual abuse material, from being shared on its platform.
What is new about this investigation?
Ofcom announced the investigation on April 21, 2026. They say they have proof that this illegal content is still on Telegram. Under UK law, services like Telegram must have systems to stop this content and remove it quickly. If they fail, they could face big fines.
How does Telegram respond to these accusations?
Telegram strongly denies the accusations. They say they have worked hard since 2018 to remove this content using advanced technology and help from charities. They say they are surprised by the investigation and think it might be part of a bigger attack on online platforms that protect free speech and privacy.
Why does this investigation matter for users and the internet?
It matters a lot because it shows how governments want to make the internet safer, especially for children. If Telegram does not follow the rules, it could lose users or face fines. It also shows the challenge of balancing safety and privacy online.
What could happen next in this case?
Ofcom will keep checking and may give Telegram a chance to fix the problems. If Telegram does not act, Ofcom could fine the company or take other actions. This case might also make other big tech companies improve their safety systems.
Is there any interesting detail about how serious this problem is?
Yes, the director of enforcement at Ofcom said child sexual abuse causes devastating harm to victims. This shows how important it is to stop this content. Also, the NSPCC, a children's charity, supports the investigation, which adds pressure on Telegram to act.
How does this investigation fit into wider online safety rules?
Ofcom is using new, stronger rules for tech companies to fight illegal content. This investigation is part of a bigger effort to make all online platforms safer for users, especially children.
Could this investigation affect other messaging apps?
Yes, it could. If Ofcom takes strong action against Telegram, other apps might improve their safety systems to avoid problems. It could change how all messaging services work in the UK.
Let's look back at some useful words from our first story about the El Salvador trial. The three words are trial, evidence, and gang. First, trial means a legal process where a court decides if someone is guilty or not. In the story, 486 men are in a mass trial together. For example, the trial will last several months. Second, evidence means facts or information used to prove something in court. The government said they have strong evidence against the accused gang members. For example, the police found new evidence in the case. Third, gang means a group of people who work together, often to do illegal things. MS-13 is a dangerous gang in El Salvador. For example, the police arrested a gang of thieves. Now, for our second part, let's learn the phrase, found guilty. It means a court decides that someone did a crime. People use it after a trial when the judge or jury says the person is responsible. For example, he was found guilty of theft, and the court found her guilty yesterday. This phrase is very useful when talking about legal cases and court decisions. Remember, you can use found guilty to talk about many kinds of crimes or problems in court. Try to listen for this phrase in news stories about courts or police. It will help you understand legal news better. Follow Lingua Wire for the latest daily episode and build your daily language habit with us.